Welcome to the 2019 NAIA Division II Men's Basketball Championship Bracket Reveal. I'm Brad Seigan, Director of Athletics Communications, and we are here live at the College Basketball Experience in downtown Kansas City. In just a few moments, we will reveal all of the qualifiers and the bracket for the 28th Annual NAIA Division II Men's Basketball National Championship in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, beginning on March 6th at the Sanford Pentagon. 32 teams will descend on Sioux Falls, where we will crown the winner on March 12th. The march to the NAIA national title begins now. There are two primary ways a team can qualify for the national championship field: by receiving either an automatic bid or an at-large bid into the tournament. The number of teams in each league determines the number of automatic bids in each conference. Leagues with 10 or more schools receive 2 automatic berths, while conferences with less than 10 institutions receive 1. If a conference has more than 15 schools, they receive 3 automatic berths. Automatic bids are determined by each conference and can include conference regular season champions, regular season runners-up, tournament champions, or tournament runners-up depending on the league. This season, there are 23 automatic berths into the national championship field. The remaining at-large berths go to the highest-rated teams in the final edition of the NAIA Division II Men's Basketball Coaches Top 25 poll that did not already qualify as an automatic berth. This season, 9 teams were awarded at-large berths. Now, let's take a look at the top 4 teams. Our number 1 overall seed are the Wildcats of Indiana Wesleyan. Led by Greg Tonigal in his 14th season, Indiana Wesleyan won the Crossroads League Tournament after a 76-70 victory last night over Mount Vernon Nazarene. The Wildcats jumped from number 3 to number 1 in the final poll and are led by NAIA National Player of the Week Kyle Mangus. The sophomore is averaging over 23 points per game and is ranked number 7 in the nation in that category. The number 2 overall seed are the Eagles of Oklahoma Wesleyan. The Eagles are the champion of the KCAC and completed a fantastic 30-win season leading into the national championship play. Led by 5th-year head coach Donnie Bostwick, the Eagles are the top rebounding team in the nation, leading the NAIA in 4 rebounding categories, including an impressive 15.6 offensive rebounds per game. Out of the River States Conference, the Golden Bears of West Virginia Tech are the number 3 overall seeded team in 2019. West Virginia Tech is the River States tournament champion as they held on to defeat IU Kokomo 85-83 last night. The Golden Bears have won their last 10 consecutive games, led by the stellar play of Alicia Boone. The guard from Brooklyn not only averages nearly 20 points per game, but is one of the elite players under the rim in the nation. Our number 4 overall seed are the Mustangs of Morningside College. The regular season champion in the GPAC, Morningside boasts a 27-3 record entering national championship play. Led by Coach Jim Sykes in his 15th season, the Mustangs won their first 14 games of the year, including a season-opening victory against current NAIA Division I ranked Benedictine. Morningside is ranked number 2 in the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio and field goal percentage. When we come back, we will look at the bracket right after this.
We were true to the game before there was a game, loyal to the ball before there were buckets. When Spalding created our first basketball in 1894, we didn't follow the competition. We set the standard, and we never stopped innovating, improving, adapting to meet the changing needs of the player and the game. We didn't make the rules. We made the ball.
Welcome back to the 2019 Division II Men's Basketball Bracket Reveal. Let's start with the Naismith quadrant and our overall top seed, Indiana Wesleyan. The winners of the Crossroad League Tournament entered with an overall record of 28-5. They will face the Shock of Washington Adventist out of Tacoma Park, Maryland. The Shock grabbed the final automatic berth as the 3rd-place team in the AII Conference Tournament. Our next matchup features the Tigers of Dakota Wesleyan as the number 4 seed. The Tigers earned an at-large berth in the championship with a 22-9 overall record. They will face the Royals of Warner University. Warner was the regular season champion in the Sun Conference and enters championship play with an overall record of 21-10. The Bulldogs of Union College are in by the way of the AAC regular season championship. The Bulldogs will be looking for their second championship in 3 years and will face the Cougars of IU Kokomo. The Cougars earned their slot as the champion of the River States West Division and entered with an overall record of 25-7. Oregon Tech will slide in as the number 2 seed in the Naismith quadrant as the regular season champion of the Cascade Collegiate Conference. The Owls will face the Pioneers of the University of Antelope Valley. The Pioneers, led by head coach Darwin Cook, enter with an overall record of 16-12 and were the winner of the CalPAC tournament. Moving down to the Kramer quadrant, the number 1 seed will be the Mustangs of Morningside College. The Mustangs won the regular season in the GPAC. They will face the Comets of Mayville State. The Comets grabbed the North Star Tournament Championship title with a 66-55 win over Bellevue. They finished with an overall record of 20-8. Our next matchup will feature the Cougars of Mount Vernon Nazarene. The Cougars will enter the tournament with an at-large berth and an overall record of 26-7. They will face the Cavaliers of Montreat. The Cavaliers earned an automatic berth as the number 2 seed in the Appalachian Athletic Conference tournament with an overall record of 24-7. The Golden Eagles of Cornerstone will return to the championship as the regular season champion of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. They will put their 25-8 record on the line against the Falcons of Friends University. The Falcons earned an at-large berth with an overall record of 22-9. The last matchup of the Kramer quadrant features the Yotes of College of Idaho. The tournament champion of the Cascade Collegiate Conference, they enter with an overall record of 28-5. They will face the Tigers of Voorhees out of Denmark, South Carolina. The Tigers were the tournament champion of the AII with an overall record of 24-5. When we come back, we'll reveal the right side of the bracket right after this. Welcome back. Moving to the Duer quadrant, the first matchup will feature the Golden Bears of West Virginia Tech. The Golden Bears won the River States Championship tournament. They will face the Bobcats of College of the Ozarks. The Bobcats were the runner-up of the AII tournament and boast a 22-10 record heading into championship play. Our next matchup features the Tigers of Olivet Nazarene. The Tigers were the Chicagoland regular season champions with a record of 23-8. They will face the Chargers of Briarcliff. The Chargers out of the GPAC earned an at-large bid into the field with an overall record of 20-8. The Knights of Marion are in with an at-large bid this season. Led by head coach Scott Heddy, the Knights have an overall record of 25-7 heading into championship play. They will face the Crusaders of Madonna. The Crusaders also earned an at-large bid this season after finishing with a record of 23-9. Our next matchup will feature the Mound Builders of Southwestern. The KCAC tournament champions, Southwestern defeated Oklahoma Wesleyan 78-75 in the title game to earn its bid. They will face the Gyrenes of Ave Maria. The Gyrenes also won their tournament championship in the Sun Conference with a win over College of Coastal Georgia. Moving to the Liston quadrant, Oklahoma Wesleyan will kick things off after a regular season championship in the KCAC. The Eagles will face the Fighting Saints of St. Francis in Illinois. The Fighting Saints were the tournament champion in the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference with an overall record of 19-14. The Red Wolves of IU East are in as well. The Red Wolves will earn an at-large berth into the championship field with an overall record of 24-8. They will face the Pilots of Bethel College in Mishawaka, Indiana. The Pilots out of the Crossroads League earned an at-large bid into the 29 championship with an overall record of 21-10. Our next matchup will feature the Jimmies of Jamestown University. The Jimmies earned their spot to the tournament champion as the tournament champion of the GPAC with an 86-84 win over Morningside last night. They will face the Fire of Southeastern University. The Fire earned an at-large berth with an overall record of 20-9. And finally, the Cougars of Spring Arbor will take to the court in Sioux Falls as the regular season champion of the Crossroads League. They will face the Warriors of Indiana Tech. The Warriors were the tournament champion in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. They will enter championship play with an overall record of 22-11. Let's take one more look at the championship field. The 28th annual NAIA Division II Men's Basketball National Championship, presented by Athletic Care, gets started on March 6th in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Catch all of the action on the NAIA Network and the championship on ESPN3. Also, for real-time updates on your favorite teams, make sure to download the Experience NAIA Championships app, now available on Apple and Android devices. Thanks for watching, and good luck to all of our qualifiers.